Hey everybody, it's Seth Jones, Editor-in-Chief of Golfdom Magazine. I'm reporting to you live from my basement in Eudora, Kansas. This is, I like to call it Golfdom Editorial Headquarters, but you know what? It's my basement. I'm proud of it. So, I've already talked to you about my top 5 highlights of 2012. Now I want to talk to you about my top 5 lowlights of 2012. If you know me, if you hung out with me, you probably think you might know of something on this list. If you don't hear me say it, it's probably because it was number 6. But we still had a good time, right? So, alright, let's get to the list. Number 5, lowlight of 2012 was at the Rainbird Intelligent Use of Water Film Competition, which was an incredible event. It's in Beverly Hills. Anytime you take Jonesy out of Eudora, Kansas, and you put him in Beverly Hills, something bad is bound to happen. And it's really not that bad, though. But they told me, the Rainbird folks told me, they had my back and said, Seth, you don't want to miss this lunch. This is going to be a good lunch. And you know me, I usually don't miss lunches, but in this case, it was I decided to go for some work over some lunch. I went and made an appointment and had a meeting. When I got back, they said, oh man, you know who you missed? I said, no. They said, well, we had this really good lunch, and Wolfgang Puck came out and introduced himself to everybody. I said, that's pretty cool. It's not like I'm into like celebrity chefs or something like that. I don't have any celebrity chef trading cards or anything, but I would have met Wolfgang Puck. Plus, if you think about it, the places I eat food, you don't ever want to meet the guy cooking the food where I'm eating. So they've been cool to say, hey, yeah, this is good stuff, Wolfgang. Thumbs up. But don't worry, I'll catch him some other time. I hope. Maybe someday we'll find out. And in the meantime, I'll still get your sandwiches whenever I'm in an airport. My number 4 low light of 2012 was when I went to, I got invited by the Kentuckiana GCSA to come out and speak at their meeting, which just further proves to me that they have great tastes out there at the Kentuckiana. And we had it at Valhalla Golf Club. Beautiful facility, awesome spot, great group of guys. I hope to get out there again soon. Now, on the way to the event, though, I want you to trust me when I tell you that from Eudora, Kansas to 70, there's this expanse of countryside north of me here where there's nothing but fields and cows. So I always take it upon myself to drive through it as quickly as I can, especially if I'm trying to get to the airport. And on this day, Officer Friendly was hiding in one of those cow pastures, and he nailed me for a big one. And I'm like wearing my suit, I got my bags packed, I'm saying, Officer, come on, I'm going to Valhalla. Come to Kentuckiana, you can't give me a ticket. Didn't want to hear any of it. Big ticket. Thanks a bunch, Officer Friendly. Number 3 low light from 2012, a little bit more broad, and that would just be the stress of hosting the Golfdom Summit. I have a good time at the Golfdom Summit, as any of the attendees will tell you, but man, leading up to the event, putting it together, gave me an appreciation for all those people who put together these events, because man, it's a Herculean effort to get something like that put together. I want to thank all my colleagues at North Coast Media who helped put it on. But I will tell you that I think by the time the thing was all said and done, probably took about a year off my life, but one of the later years, one of the boring years where I don't know who I am. Number 2 low light of 2012 would have been Jayhawks losing to Kentucky in the national championship game. You say, well, Seth, how does that have to do with anything with work, with your working for Golfdom Magazine? Well, let me explain. I had going to have some people over for the game, right? I mean, it's a big game. Let's have some people over. But in this case, I had kind of a celebrity crew come over for me. I had the president and CEO of North Coast Media, who is obviously a big deal with Golfdom Magazine. I had the publisher of Golfdom Magazine, the associate publisher of Golfdom Magazine, and the executive director of our green group, all coming to my house here in lovely Eudora, Kansas to watch the game. You know it's a bad party when, before tip-off even happens, one of the guys walks up to me and says, hey, Seth, you just blew your keg on your kegerator. It got worse from there, guys. Trust me. They found out very soon after that I have no idea how to grill a steak, and that when the Jayhawks are losing the national championship game, you don't really want to be around me. So it was a rough one, but the Jayhawks still get back. I'll get a chance to redeem myself on that one, and when we do, I'll do it upright on try 2. I promise. My number 1 low light, 2012, is a 2-parter. When you travel as much as I do, and when you eat at places where Wolfgang Puck isn't the chef, you tend to get food poisoned every once in a while. And I didn't get food poisoned once, but twice this year. The first time was while I was on my way to Farm Links. Had some bad airport breakfast burrito. Stupid, I know. And you know, the thing about getting food poisoned is you never know you're being food poisoned. So it's always a couple hours later. And if you're me, it's usually about the exact same time you're walking on to number 5 tee box when you realize you've been food poisoned. So thank you to my friends at Farm Links for helping me out in that sticky situation. I got out of there unscathed. The other time it happened is while I was in Philadelphia. Once again, it was breakfast, but this time I was staying at a nice hotel, ordered the biscuits and gravy. Well, later on, one of the locals said, "Oh, don't order the biscuits and gravy in Philadelphia, man." Oh, sorry, I didn't know that one. Never heard that before. You know, I knew some other tips and tricks, but that was new to me. So let me share that with you. Don't order the biscuits and gravy in Philadelphia. Stick with the cheesesteak. I guess eat your biscuits and gravy when you come to Kansas. I don't know, because it got me sick. And once again, I found out I was sick right about the same time I was walking up onto the number 1 tee this time. But pal Jonesy got through it unscathed. Matter of fact, I even parred that hole. So, yeah, turns out to be overcame some adversity. It's a comeback story. So listen, guys, thanks for watching. I'll let you go now. I'm looking forward to seeing you all at the Golf Industry Show. Please come by the Golfdom booth. I'm going to shut it down here for the rest of the year. Try and get some rest, recover from that Golfdom Summit, okay? Thanks a lot for watching. I'm Seth Jones. You're watching Golfdom TV.